Hey guys, this is Thomas of Worthy Work Productions, and in this video series I'm going to be teaching you the basics of praise and worship guitar. Before we get started, make sure your guitar is in standard tuning. In this first series I'm going to be going over the necessary chords that you need for an A chord progression. So for the first chord, and if you're thinking of the Nashville number system, this would be your 1 chord. So this is your standard A chord. A lot of people like to play this chord a little bit differently. Standard way I see a lot of people play is by stacking their fingers like this on the 2nd fret. That works just fine. Another way that may be a little more comfortable is this triangular pattern that you can use with your fingers inside the 2nd fret. And consider some other variations that you can play off of the 1 chord as well. You can play suspended. Those are some very good voicings for the A major chord. The 2 chord will be your B minor chord. So a lot of people bar their chord like this or play like this right here. Personally, I love this open formation right here. And the way how you play it is your first finger is on the A string of the 2nd fret. Then your second finger is on the G string of the 2nd fret. And then your ring finger is on the 3rd fret of the B string. And it gives it a nice full sound. So there is your 2 minor chord. Or your 3 minor chord would be your C sharp minor. Again, this is how a lot of people would play it barred, like this, or like this right here. Personally, I like to leave the high B and E string open. Now your 4 chord will be your D major chord. Another variation you can do is play it open like this right here, where instead of having the F sharp up at the top, you just leave it open. And it leaves that high E to ring out. Now your 5 chord is major, E major chord. You can also suspend it by putting your ring finger down right behind your middle finger on the 2nd fret. And it's a good way to resolve back to the 1 chord. Now your 6 chord is your minor chord, or your relative minor for the A major scale, and that's your F sharp minor chord. A lot of people play it barred like this. Personally, I'm a big fan of open chords, in case you haven't noticed it by now. But I like to do a variation on that by playing almost like an A suspended 2 chord, but then I use my thumb on the 2nd fret. Again, it gives it just that nice rich sound. Your 7 chord would be your diminished chord. Now in praise and worship music we don't play diminished chords, so to get around that you could play a 5 chord with a 7 note on top. So that would be an E major with a G sharp bass note. And then of course you can use that to resolve back to your 1 chord. Let's do an example of a progression together. Let's do a 1-4-6-5 progression. So that will be A major, D major, F sharp minor, and E major. I hope you found this video helpful. Please make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. I am Thomas and continue to do worthy work for the kingdom.